Hey, Rockheads, See to Smash coming at you live from Carnival of Madness 2013. One of the bands I actually want to see today got your album. They are very new. You may not know who they are. We Is Human. This is Justin, lead singer. Your album came out, what, couple weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
It came out June 25th, so it's
you know the date exactly.
Yeah, well, I waited for 2 years for it to come out, so I'm just happy it's out, period.
Well, congratulations. I really dig it.
You do?
I really do.
Thank you very much.
Before we get into it, though, I have to tell you, we were just talking to John, the Coopster, as you call him, from Skillet.
John Cooper.
And he kind of ruined the whole story. I was going to have you tell everyone how you...
He does that.
I know, but you know what? We'll feature your interview first.
Okay, there we go.
That way it doesn't ruin it. So why don't you tell us? I already know the story, but why don't you tell everybody like how We As Human came about and what put you here today?
Okay, well, I started the band many years ago. I was a music nerd because I'm horrible at sports. I can't play sports at all.
Were you in the band in high school?
I was homeschooled, so that makes it even worse. I'm not good at sports. I was homeschooled.
Were you the valedictorian?
So, yes, I was. I graduated top of my class. Dated every chick in my high school.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know. Don't think about it. Let's move on. So I started playing guitar when I was 8. My dad showed me G, C, and D chords and E minor, and I was hooked. I loved it. That's all I did. I just played guitar endlessly. My mom we lived way out in the woods, and my mom would like kick me out. She's like, "Go outside and play. You're driving me crazy." So I grew up playing, and then I started jamming with my buddies when through the teenage years, and then got real serious. Around my 20s, and so I was like, I think I want to do a band. I think I want to put a band together. And then about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. It's all a little hazy right now, but not much sleep. Carnival of Madness is full-on madness.
It is.
For sure.
It's a carnival.
It is a carnival.
It really is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Fire performers, it's insane.
It's a good time. We've digressed.
We have. That's all right. I'm going to get us back on track. So I opened up auditions for guitar players and found Justin Forshaw, who was over in Seattle, Washington. I was living in Idaho at the time. That's where I started the band. And he was just a shredder. Like, his heroes are like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani. Right. I was like, I got to have this guy in my band. And then Jake Jones from New Mexico auditioned, and he was amazing. Stevie Ray Vaughan's like his hero, John Mayer, so he brings a lot of like blues and rock kind of an influence. And then Dave Dragoo from Spokane, Washington, and then me and the drummer were from Idaho. So we were from all over the place: Seattle, New Mexico, Washington.
How do you suck in people from... Like, you're from Idaho, and you're like, I want to put a band together. I have no idea if this is going to go anywhere. I don't even know if we're going to be any good, but I'm going to audition. Like, we're going to be rock stars. Like,
right. Well,
how'd you sell the dream to them?
I don't know. I think that's what it is. I'm a good salesman. I'm like, hey, want to be rock stars?
If you don't make it,
I know.
If it goes into the crapper from here, you can be a salesperson.
I'd be horrible at that, actually. I got sucked into one of those first-person marketing, like an Amway kind of thing. I was horrible at it. Thank God I was horrible at it.
Again, we digress.
Anyways, I know.
It's going to take like 30 minutes.
It is.
We have time.
It is. So that's how our band started. We really didn't start to be rock stars. We just liked to play music. Right. And I found some guys who liked to play music. And a couple years ago, we all moved to Nashville, signed a record deal with Atlantic Records, were discovered by Skillet, and...
Don't dummy down the story, first of all. He's just acting like, oh yeah, and then now we're with Skillet. No, this is like a great story.
Well, okay, you want to hear the rest of the story?
I do.
All right, I was opening it up for another question into that. So, segue.
Was I supposed to ask you?
No, you weren't. You're doing great. Isn't she doing great? Okay, so 3 years ago, we had a road manager named Steve. And Steve was a runner at a Skillet show in Spokane, Washington.
60-year-old guy, right?
I think he's like 51.
That's what the Coopster said.
Did he say he was 60? Oh my God. He's probably going to watch this and be like, I'm not 60. And he's a buff dude. Oh man. Well, so he's probably, I think he's 52, whatever.
But he carries it well.
Yes. Where were we? He was a runner at a Skillet show. He was going to take the band to a dinner, take him out to a restaurant. On the way, being the good guy that he is, he's like, hey, by the way, John Cooper, lead singer of Skillet, I work with a band called We As Human, and here's their EP, and you should check them out. So John, he's like, all right, thanks, being the nice guy.
Let me really tell you what John said.
He said he wanted to know how bad it sucked. Yeah.
Nicer way, though. He said it in a nicer way.
Did he say it in a, well, you know.
He said it, with that melodic voice of his. So it sounded really nice.
Oh, yeah. He does have a nice voice.
But basically, that's what he said.
He put it in
He's
so
like,
he could laugh.
He rolled his eyes.
Right.
No,
yes.
he didn't do
He's told the story. I've seen it. But he put it in and he loved it. And he called his manager in Nashville and he's like, hey, there's this band, We As Human. I love them. I've been working out to their music, which is cool. And I think we should work with them. Or I think you should work with them, is what he told his manager. And Zach Kellum is his name. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what. I'll do it if you do it. We can do this band together. We'll try to get him a record deal, try to get some things going. And so they called me, and they're like, hey, can you come out to Nashville? And
let me stop you there. You get a phone call from the Coopster. I'm just going to call him Coopster for now on when I talk to him.
That's what I call him.
You get a phone call personally from him, or did Zach call?
I got a call from Zach.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how was that? You hang up the phone, and are you like...
I thought I was getting a prank phone call, to be honest with you, because he's like, hey, just want to let you know, John Cooper from Skillet loves your band. You guys, he said that you're like the best band he's heard in years. And I'm like, are you what? Huh? Who's this again? And he's like, I'd love, could you fly out to Nashville and meet? And my mind was absolutely blown. It was really cool, actually. And so I flew out and I met with him. And he's like, I hadn't met John yet. And he's like, me and John want to work with you and see if we can get something going with you and your band. And because we think there's some real magic here. So I was like, all right, I'm down. Let's do it. We agreed to do it. I met John a couple weeks later, which was crazy. We were playing one of the last year's Cornerstone Festival was going, and we actually owned a stage there that year. And bands were coming through and playing. And John, he called me. He's like, hey, man, I'm going to come out to your set tonight and check you guys out and meet you. And so we were
no pressure,
insane.
Though.
Oh, my gosh.
No pressure.
Right. There was like 50 people in our audience.
Right.
I mean, nobody knew who we were. And here comes this black caravan of black cars, like roll up, and John and his whole entourage get out into this little tent where me and my band are playing.
Would the 50 people pay more attention to that than they were you at that point?
I don't know. They did.
Just kidding.
They probably were. No, they probably were.
It must be someone important.
I know. I had to work hard to keep their, like, over here, buddy. The band's up here. Eyes are up here. And so we were really nervous, but we threw down really hard, and he was impressed. He liked it. So.
Well, obviously, because here you are now touring with them.
Yeah.
But you guys toured with one of my favorite bands. I know you guys toured with Red before.
We did.
I love those guys.
Do you?
They are just great people.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually rocking Joe Rickard's shirt right here. Stay Easy. Stay Easy clothing.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you've done some bigger shows. Is Carnival one of the biggest ones you've done, or have you done? Because I know that was it Release the Panic? Is that the tour?
We did the Release the Panic tour with Red.
That was a pretty big tour.
It wasn't as big as Carnival.
Yeah.
It was more like small clubs and music venues, like 2,000 cap rooms kind of things. We had some shows that were bigger than that, but it was amazing. It was really great. We had just come off the biggest tour we've ever done was called Winter Jam Tour. And
that's what I was trying to think of, because that's a bunch of bands coming together. Because Red did that one too.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did it this year. We did it the year right before Red, and it was 10 bands for $10, and we sold out 25,000 seat arenas, 47 cities.
Okay,
took 3 months.
That's what I was getting to. So how you have to explain to me, because I can't even imagine being this little baby band coming up through the ranks, standing in front of 25,000 people. Did you pee your pants?
On a couple occasions, I had to leave the stage. Yeah, it was weird. No, actually, I did not.
You have an audience.
Luckily,
Look.
I do have an audience of my boys
two
from Shinedown.
Just
Where
two.
Are you going?
Just
Come
two
back.
fans. You have two fans.
Mr. Zach Myers and Eric Bass there.
He's like, hi.
What's up?
Oh, look. And now we have Barry. That's just all of it. It's all good. Come on, you can join us on your way back.
Why not? So, yeah, it was the biggest tour in the world for the first quarter of 2012. Almost 750,000 people showed up. It was insane. Yeah. And that's the biggest tour we've ever done. But I would say this is the funnest tour we've ever done.
Now, why
Carnival
is that?
Madness.
Because it's a true carnival.
It is. Yeah, we've got the Carnival performers. I love Shinedown, and they're far enough away, I can say that.
And it won't be weird.
No, it won't be weird. They're like that. No, I love Shinedown. I love Skillet. I love Papa Roach. In This Moment is amazing. We started the tour with Seven Dust. It is, isn't it? Yeah, very theatrical. But it's just a really cool vibe on this tour. Everybody gets along really well. There's not like that band that you're like, stay away. That kind of a thing.
You wouldn't tell us if there was anyway.
I wouldn't tell you if there was, but there's really not.
I have to ask you, because I heard that you used to do voiceover work. Did you?
Who told you? Did you tell her that?
No, I just have my sources, and I will not reveal them.
I did, yes. I did do some voiceover work.
Were you just trying to get your foot in the door anyway, anyhow, into broadcasting, any type of...
No, it wasn't that, because it wasn't...
Or it's because you have an amazing voice.
That's what it was. I was like, you know what? I have this amazing...
So, here, I want you to do a voiceover work with Monster Energy.
With Monster Energy?
Yeah.
People have been blowing up our inbox for years asking for 0-calorie Monster. We got it, but this ain't soda pop, dude.
Oh my gosh, you should listen. I think that you guys should. Don't you think that they should be their spokesperson?
Monster, I think so. This is my favorite.
Mine too. Sugar free, calorie free. Gotta watch the shape.
I did some voiceover work. I actually did a voiceover thing for One Direction once.
Oh,
yeah, it was the One Direction call-in trivia hotline. Yeah, see how much people know about Niles and all those other. I don't know
any of their names.
I don't know.
But didn't
either.
one of them date Taylor Swift or something? Or is there a song about them?
I
Not
think
yet,
everybody
maybe.
has dated Taylor Swift.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, clearly.
I haven't. I think I'm the only one that
You're
hasn't,
next.
though.
You're next. I mean, she's a big fan of our radio station. I'm sure she's probably going to see this interview.
Oh, man.
No, I have no idea. Do you honestly? I kind of dig her though. I do. I'm not going to because I'm a chick, and I think that she writes about her heartbreak, and I like it.
She does. She's grown on me over the years. I did not like Taylor Swift. I didn't think she could sing all, but as she's gotten older, like
you didn't think she could sing?
She couldn't when she started.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus. Yeah. Oh man.
Blurred line.
No, but I actually do like Taylor Swift now. Yeah, we jammed out to some of her stuff when we started this tour. So
a guilty pleasure other than Taylor Swift as far as music goes. Is there any like? What does this mean? What is that? What is that?
I like her a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
I
thought you were doing a size of something.
No.
Well, you were technically. You were saying you liked her a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other guilty pleasure bands that you listen to that aren't rock that would be weird or
Adele?
Oh, that's not weird at all. She's
Garth
amazing.
Brooks.
I'm over Garth, I think.
Are you?
I like country though, but Garth, I guess I like old school Garth. Yeah, he hasn't put out an album lately.
Yeah, that's what I did.
What was it, Chris Gaines or what was it? He was.
Yeah, but that wasn't his
weird.
fault. That wasn't his fault. They were going to make a movie, and they didn't make the movie, and he ended up looking like a clown.
It's just weird.
Whatever.
All right, let's talk about your album. Strike Back, the single. We are playing it.
Thank you.
It's doing quite well, actually.
Is it really?
It is.
That
And
makes
the
me very
album,
happy.
I love the album. I have to tell you my favorite song, and I think the Coopster got a little upset because it wasn't the one that you collaborate with him, but it was the one with Lacey.
Yeah, take the bullets away.
And I have the digital download, so I didn't get to see the insert of the album, and I love the albums. I love the artwork. I love seeing what's in it and the lyrics and stuff like that. I didn't get the album yet.
Okay.
But as soon as I heard her scream, I was like, oh my god, that's got to be Lacey from Five.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's insane. I went in and recorded all of my vocal parts before she did. And I was like, man, I'm killing it on these screams. And then she goes in and makes me sound like a chick.
She's amazing. And she's like 90 pounds soaking wet. And she's got so much power. I'm like, where does she get that from?
I love Lacey. We've become good friends. She just was actually out at a show the other day.
That's what John was saying.
Yeah.
He called everything out. There's nothing you can tell me that he didn't tell me.
I'm just going to talk about Skillet then. Here comes some Skillet secrets.
That's what he said. I was like, you're talking about We's Human. I'm going to have Justin talk about Skillet. You got to eat dirt on him.
I could talk about Skillet for days. Dirt on Skillet. Well, you know what? When I started We As Human, our very first show, we didn't have enough originals to do our first full show. So we covered 2 Skillet songs before we ever knew them. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of gone full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I mean,
Thank
I said, the album is great. I love it. I think you guys have a lot of staying power. I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so too.
So you guys are doing the Carnival of Madness tour. Wrap that up. Are you going to do any small headlining tours on your own?
We're not going to do any headlining tours. We aren't planning that in fact, we're just not planning it right now. We're really loving what's happening right now. We're going out with a lot of our friends and things like that. We actually have another tour coming up with Red.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be coming back to Eastern North Carolina.
I think we are. Yeah.
They always stop by the studio around their tour, and so I will extend the invitation to you guys as well to come play radio anytime you want.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Do you do acoustics? We'll do an acoustic lunch.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I know you do acoustics because I saw a video. You guys did not a contest, but you had people vote on which song.
Yeah, that's right.
It was your nephew who passed away.
It was my nephew
I'm sorry
Tyler.
To hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I wrote a song called Sever about my nephew Tyler. He battled cancer for 2 years. He got it right before he turned 1, and he passed away right before he turned 3. He was an amazing boy. Love him to death. My family just went through hell, my brother and sister-in-law, and she said something after her boy passed away. My sister-in-law said, she's like, I know what people mean when they say that my son lost his battle with cancer, but she said, I don't look at it that he lost. She's like, the cancer's dead and my son is alive and he's in heaven and he's in a better place, you know. So she's like, cancer's dead, my son's alive, he won. And that really stuck with me, and that inspired our song Sever. And so we really wanted to, we asked the fans, what song do you want to hear an acoustic version of? And they all said Sever. And so we went up to Love Circle Park in Nashville with the backdrop of Nashville behind us there at our home. Yeah. Cool. And we were really, it just came out beautifully. We love doing acoustic stuff. So
I love acoustic.
There's going to be more. We'll have to stop by the station. We'll do some acoustic stuff.
Absolutely. You guys are always welcome. Do you guys do when you play that song live, does it ever get to you, like choked up and I can't even imagine. Yeah,
my sister-in-law is going to be, I haven't seen her in a couple years, and she's never heard us perform the song live, and here in like a week we're going to be back in our hometown, and she's going to be at the show. So she wrote me, she's like, I hope I can handle it. I'm like, me too.
Oh, yay. Well, awesome. All right, if you guys haven't picked up their album yet, We Is Human, it's self-titled, and it's awesome. So I'm excited to see you guys live today.
Yeah,
this is going to make or break you since you're new and I've never seen you live. This is going to...
Right. Well, you'll have to
There's no pressure. It's not like it's John, from Skillet.
No pressure there. Not at all.
Well, we look forward to you guys coming to the studio. It's We As Human, Carnival of Madness 2013.
Peace.